How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. Today we've got a dead school bus. This is my 2006 Thomas-built school bus. It's got a Caterpillar C7 in it, 7.2 liters, and it's got dead batteries. So one of the batteries in here is shorted out. It's completely dead. Two of them are good, so we're going to disconnect the two good ones and give this thing a shot. Now, this thing claims that it can start a 13-liter diesel. I don't have anything nearly that big. I just have that 7.2 liter Cat C7 in there. So we're going to disconnect the good batteries, connect up the totally fried dead one, and see if this thing will start, this bus from a cold start. Hasn't been started in 3 months, something like that. So we'll give it a shot and see how this thing does. All right, some of you guys might recognize this name. I did review one of their products earlier in the year, and the only reason why I agreed to test this one is because this one has been so good. It's been crazy good. I use it all of the time. The little air pump, I use it like crazy. It's insane. So it's been so good to me. I was like, you know what? I'll give their other thing a shot. They claim that it'll start a 13-liter gas or a 13-liter diesel. I personally don't have anything that beefy, but a lot of my friends do have big trucks, so that's why I agreed to do this one, because even though I can't, take advantage of it right now, maybe one of my buddies can, so I thought I would give it a shot for them and see. So this is what you get in the box. It does charge with USB-C, so it's got like basically a big phone charger here. It's 3 amp, so you could charge your phone and stuff with it too, or whatever your USB stuff is. It's 3 amp. There you go. That's what's making all the noise. So that's what you heard in the background. And, big C-130, I think, is what they fly around here. Got your little spot here for the jump leads. These little tabs do feel like they're weather resistant. They snap in pretty nice. Got a little flashlight thing there. On this side, it's all embossed in there what it actually does, which is pretty cool. So input right there, that's how you charge it with USB-C. You've got an output here for like this lighter adapter, so you can plug things in there. Pretty nice. Standard USB, and then there's your C right there. It says 65 watts, so you might be able to actually run a little laptop off of this thing. I don't have a USB-C 65 watt laptop, but you might be able to do it. And you got your little jumper leads. So anyways, let's go ahead and see if this thing will jump the bus. These things slide out on a big old tray. And then these two are brand new. If you've seen my bus video where I bought this thing, you'll know this thing had some issues. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take off these, which are the good ones. We're put on this one, and I'll try to start it, and you'll see this thing is dead. The main problem with keeping this thing connected is this draws down these good batteries, and these were brand new. So this bad battery, because it's shorted, will suck both of these things dry, and then it won't do anything then. And I don't want to ruin these. These were a lot of money a piece for these big old batteries. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. The bus is going to be up for sale pretty soon, I think. I've already got some interested buyers, mainly because of that ramp in the back. Everybody likes that. They want to turn into a conversion. So we got nothing, as what you would expect, because the main power is not on. But main power, nothing. So, all right, let's shut this thing off. Go try out this jump pack. Now, I haven't even used the jump pack ever. All I've done is charge it as per the instructions, and we're gonna give it a shot. All right, so here we go. I turned it on, just press the button, it says 100% ready, 12 volt. Go ahead and put the positive on. Here we go. Connect the negative up here. All right. It's like making a weird clicking sound, so let's run in here because I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know how it works. Seems to be working okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It doesn't like the bus. Oh, it hates the bus. We're down. Wonder if it's not connected right. It has to be. It has to be connected right. It's only 2 connections. Oh, doggone steel. Ooh, she's toasty. She's toasty. Oh, they're toasty. Wow, they are toasty. Toasty. Ah. Hot. Very hot. %, and ready. 0 watt. Oh, I can see a little flicker on the screen. That's this camera because this is, LCD, so it's going to act a little weird. I don't know. Let's let these cool off for a tad bit and we'll try it again. These are warm. Yeah, she got hot quick. All right, I was going to let this thing cool down a little bit, but then I started thinking, I'm like, realistically, who's going to be stuck on the side of the road and, wait forever for something to totally cool down or whatever. So we're just going to go ahead and wing it, give it a shot. Maybe my connection was bad. I don't know. There we go. 100% ready, 0 watts, 12 volt. So I don't know if this thing needs to be on, whatever. So we're gonna give it a shot. Maybe I just didn't have it clamped on good enough. They're not real easy to connect in here because there's guards and stuff all around these. So, all right, let's try it. I can hear it clicking. Can you hear it clicking? All right. Probably be better to have 2 people for this. Anyways, main power on, contact. Key. All right, we have power. Oh, so close. One more time. Maybe it times out and I just can't get here fast enough. Dang it. All right, we're back here. Ooh, toasty warm. I think I just can't get over there fast enough. I don't know. She's toasty. 100% 0 watt still. I don't know. We're gonna go again though. Sounded good. Ready. There. I don't know. See what happens. Okay, so I don't think I shut off the main power. So who knows? It takes me what, 5, 6 seconds, 10 seconds to run around the bus, and by that time all of its juice is like dissipated off. You'd be like, want to hook this thing up and then hit the key fast or something like that. But by then its charge is dissipated. I don't know. Or this battery is just drinking all the juice out of it. It's absorbing so much power that it just doesn't like it. I don't know. Guess we'll just have to keep on trucking and see. I'll give it a minute to cool down and we'll try it again. All right, I've given it, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. It's not even fully cooled off or anything. It's still pretty warm. I figured this is standard use case, right? If you threw this in your truck and somehow your battery was dead, whatever, and you tried to use this thing on the road, a lot of guys aren't going to have two people, like, you know, with them all the time. Some might, but worst case scenario, you're, you know, lone wolf, you're out on the road, whatever, and this is what you got to deal with. So that's how I'm going to test it, is this way. Me, alone, whatever. So I'm going to leave the ground plugged in, stick that on. Well, that goes off. We've got a blue power light there, so the thing's ready to go. And stick that in there. Put it on. It's clicking. I can hear the clicking. I don't know if the time it takes me to get around here is discharging it too much, but it does seem to crank pretty well. So we're going to give it to her. I'm just going to go ahead and fire it. Oh no! Maybe it's still too hot. Might be too warm. Well, not ideal. Not ideal. So I will just let this thing sit and cool off a little bit more. We'll come at it fresh and see. It might be user error. I'm not entirely sure. It is warm, so potential for overheating high. This thing has always been a trooper. I just don't want to try it on the bus. I'm afraid I'll ruin it. It'd be interesting though if if that worked. But again, I don't want to ruin it. I use it all the time. So we're gonna let this thing cool off. I'm sure it says in here something about it being too hot and whatever. But let's be honest, nobody really ever reads these things. So I'm not being a good representative for the company, but I am being an exact representative of the human race, because this is exactly how most people would use this. All right, well, it's probably been 30 minutes or so. It's warm to the touch, but nothing like it was. This isn't warm at all, so let's say we give it another go. All right, so I figured double click that. There you go, 100%. I haven't charged this thing yet, so I don't know. Maybe it's not using any juice. Blue light's back on. There we go. Red. It's clicking again. I don't know what the clicking means. It's probably like a relay inside. Hustling. Hustling. Come on now. Come on. Oh, it's off. Frick. I don't know. Nothing. All right, we're done testing. All right, well, it's been a bit since I've messed around with this thing. It's been quite a while. You know, my apologies to them. I've just been busy. So I explained to them that they weren't, you know, this thing wasn't jumping the vehicle like I expected it to. So they sent me out a different cable. So they said the problem might be in this smart adapter. I don't really know what makes that smart or whatever. So they sent me a straight through. I believe this is kind of what's on the other one. I'd have to go check. But they said, try it with this thing, should work out good. And then that's it. So we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. All right, so here we are on the bus. Everything should be turned off. Here's the main power. So we turn it on. We got nothing. So, yeah. And then, you know, if we turn it back, just to kind of prove to you that it's off. Nothing at all. So, yeah, that's in the off position. So we'll go out there and try out this one. I did tell him, I'm like, hey man, I'm having to like run around this thing super fast and whatever, what's the deal? He's like, oh, you shouldn't have to do that. You should just connect it and it'll work fine. So if we look inside of here, that's the positive terminal right there for this lead. There's the positive terminal right there for this one. This, like I said, this battery right here is totally dead. So I've got the negative on there. All the negatives here are off. Yeah, they said you shouldn't have to run all over. You should just be able to just plug it in and then walk around like normally. So there we go. It's on. We'll put it on. This negative. Put on the positive terminal. It kind of made a little spark. I don't know if you could see that or not. Anyway, should be on, I guess. So go in here and try it. There we go. Hey, it works. All right then. Well, guess it works. Let's try it again and see what happens. All right. Well, it worked twice in a row. So, I mean, it started it pretty good. All the air pressure is still down, so that's why this buzzer is going off, because we have low air pressure, so we can't use the brakes and stuff without the air pressure being up enough. So that's that annoying beeping. Enough with that. Anyhow, well, it worked perfect. I even didn't rush a whole bunch either. So let me set this thing back up. These are warm to the touch. Sorry, I forgot to turn the mic around. So they're warm, but it worked. So, I mean, there you go. Guess that's about as good as we can hope for. So there we go. 100% still. I don't really have a ton of other stuff that I can try. This is the biggest thing that I've got to try to start. I mean, I can start other vehicles, but you know, basically if it'll start this thing, it'll start anything else that I've got. But yeah, looks pretty cool. I mean, the display is pretty neat. Anyway, this battery, I don't remember what I even said in the other video, is totally shorted out inside and dead. So there isn't anything going on. So you saw that I just disconnected this. I haven't touched anything else. It's disconnected. Yeah, it's all disconnected down there. So just to kind of prove, I don't know, there's some people on the internet that don't believe things. So I figure I'll just take it all in one take, mistakes and all. Main power on, contact. All right, we had residual power. Yeah, so that's all that there was. Oh, you poor sick thing. So that's it. I don't know how long it's been since I've tried to start that. I'll look through the files and see what date I recorded some of that other stuff, and I'll just leave it down there or whatever. So it's been sitting for a while. I put that little jump pack on the, I plugged it in to charge it, I don't know, about an hour and a half ago. Other than that, it's just sat. So whatever power was in it, it held on to it. So I guess that's cool. This thing will start a big old bus. It's a little warm on the back, but it's not that bad. I don't know how these things work again, so I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Well, alrighty, everybody, what you see is what you get. One thing I always tell any company that reaches out to me is I got to be 100% honest with my review, and this is what you're getting, 100% honesty. As far as this thing working, I kind of had an issue with their little smart adapter deal, but once they sent out the straight through cable, it started the bus just fine. Saw that. I did talk with them, find out what the deal is with this thing, what does it do exactly, and what happens if you guys buy one of these units and the smart adapter is bad or whatever it is. They said send them an email, they'll fix it, but out of all the people, thousands of units that they've mailed out, I'm the only person that has had an issue with the smart adapter or the unit itself. So take that for what it is. As far as what this thing does, it's a safety feature, so it doesn't arc whenever you connect the battery cable. So if you're inside of a boat engine well with fuel vapors around or whatever, you don't get a spark that could potentially, explode. And if you cross connect the leads while, it's connected to the battery, it doesn't cause this unit to blow up. So safety feature, and for liability, they're going to continue to send these things out. So it is what it is. I think maybe they just sent me this thing so that they could figure out if it was a smart adapter or this, which was bad. And this looks very similar to the other lead that was on their smaller jump pack with the little compressor on it that they mailed me before. And that thing's been great. I've been using it around here a ton. I've had zero issues with it at all. So that's basically it. If you want one of these things, all of the information is down there in the link in the video description. You can check it out if you want to. It did start the bus twice once I got the new cables on it. So, I mean, that worked out pretty good. The bus had been dead for quite a while, and it was on a shorted out, totally roached battery. So take it for what it is. I don't know what to tell you about it. It's up to you guys. Other than that, I hope that you found this helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you on the next one.